Tragedy was averted today when an assassination attempt on Taiwanese President Ronald Sung proved unsuccessful. Government spokesmen say the president was warned about the attempt earlier this week by an anonymous source, which convinced him to wear a bulletproof vest during his speech. The president was taken to Taipei City Hospital, where he is reported to be in stable condition. News of the president's survival was not enough to quell riots that broke out shortly after the attack.
I guess Taiwan really hates China now.
Spectators said the attack was part of a Chinese plot, which sparked the riot that has so far killed 23 people.
Heck, calling Thorton. Come in, Thorton.
Yeah, Heck, I'm here.
Just a heads up, Mike. There's some folks out there that really hate you, pal.
Tell me something I don't know.
So this VCI comes to me and he says to me, Steve, I got a proposition for you.
I always figured VCI as the offer you can't refuse types.
So after I pop 3 of his fingers off for calling me Steve, I say, and what proposition might that be, my good man?
Heck.
This guy says to me, oh God, please don't kill me. I just came here to offer you $5 million to give Michael Thornton up as Ronald Sung's assassin.
Tell me you didn't.
Not gonna lie, buddy. I was really tempted for a minute.
At least he didn't.
Man, I kinda like you, so I told him to piss off. Then I set him on fire to make sure he got the point.
Shouldn't you have stabbed him to make sure he got the point?
I figured his cronies would probably try and find somebody less scrupulous than myself, so I went ahead and called the news stations. Should keep them off your back for a while.
I appreciate that.
Hey, no problem, buddy. I want to lay low for a while, but I'll be in touch. Be seeing you, Mike.
Searching for a man called Wen Shu in connection with the attack. Government sources have told INN that Wen Shu is a Taiwanese national with no previous criminal record. The nature of his involvement remains to be seen.
That should buy me a little time to get out of Taipei.
Exactly.
Better get moving.
So now we've all got all that settled. From what I've heard, World War III is about to happen. So we might as well take care of the people responsible.
And so this is the result of your efforts in Taipei. Chaos in the streets. An assassination attempt against the president of Taiwan. Well done.
There was going to be unrest no matter what I did. Just an attempted assassination would be enough to create a panic. But with Sung alive, there's at least a chance of reining it in.
Now you're beginning to understand. I admit, the lack of an identified assassin might slow things down, but the people already believe the assassin was a Chinese agent. Omen Deng's escape won't stop the push for independence from growing stronger. You managed to escape.
Doesn't Taiwan already
detected,
consider himself an
largely
independent
because of
state?
an anonymous tip identifying a man called Wen Shu as the attempted assassin. Stephen Heck's work, I trust?
Professional favor. Now I owe him one. It's pretty much how the spy business works.
You have a knack for engendering trust. A useful skill for an intelligence agent.
Must be my winning personality. That's all you cared about then? Destabilizing Taipei?
You should pay more attention to global politics, Agent Thornton. If Taipei pushes for independence, the People's Republic will prepare for war. If China prepares for war, so does the U.S.
And Halbeck makes a fortune off the new Cold War.
If there's one thing better for business than a war, it's a Cold
Yeah, only you
War.
can't exactly control that. The simulation was already done, and a war is going to break out.
I'm here. What do you want?
I don't have much time. I'm risking
I guess
a lot
Mina
getting this
still
message
hates
to
us.
you, so I need you to listen.
Saying please every once in a while couldn't hurt.
Taipei, Rome, Moscow. As far as the agency is concerned, they've been resolved to Halbeck's satisfaction. Perhaps not ideally, but Halbeck's projections are optimistic.
That'll be fun until the actual war starts. So what, they're just gonna sit back and let the cash registers fill?
Not yet. First they'll delete Alpha Protocol and erase everything associated with it. That doesn't leave me much to work with. And you're all I've got.
All you've got? To do what, exactly?
I may just be wasting my breath. But if Alpha Protocol is erased, then you're erased. Whatever identity you had, whatever life you had, it's gone. You'll be rogue forever. Until someone finds you and kills you.
I'm more concerned about Alpha Protocol and Halbeck getting away with this.
Me too. After Alpha Protocol is buried...
Still animosity. Well, I guess we can't fix our relationship.
The operations in Moscow, Taipei, and Rome will never see the light of day. All we'll see are the consequences. They don't have the full picture. They think they're starting a Cold War that they can live off of for years. If Halbeck isn't exposed, if Alpha Protocol isn't exposed...
Or both.
It's up to you. I honestly don't know if you care. Maybe you'd actually like to see Halbeck answer for what it did. Or maybe somewhere in you there's still some sense of duty to your government. Who knows?
It was always there. And it's not duty. It's about doing what's right. But why do you care? I mean, you are Alpha Protocol.
No, Mike, I'm not. And neither is the rest of the team for much longer. What happens next depends on you.
So, just find a top-secret facility, God knows where, defeat the folks that trained me, along with a battalion of agents and Marines, recover the evidence of an international conspiracy, and, oh, prevent World War III. Anything else?
If you want more, I'll pile it on.
No, you've made enough of a mess already. It's up to me to fix it before you make it any worse.
What are you going to do?
Call in a few favors. If Alpha Protocol thinks it's the only one with an army, they're in for
It would be
a
awesome to see Brykov help us. I mean, that guy was a psychopath.
World War III, is it on the horizon?
Wait, let's listen to the news.
A recent European Union study published by the Scarpacci Group, a Rome-based political think tank, lists 37 points of concern, including a sharp upswing in terrorist activity in the past month, the assault on the United States Embassy in Moscow, and China's increasing mobilization in the wake of Taiwanese independence rallies as evidence that a global conflict of unprecedented proportions may be closer than we think. Chinese government officials today announced that the People's Republic would issue sanctions against any nation recognizing Taiwan as an independent state.
The Chinese have always held the official position that Taiwan is merely a breakaway province.
Madison.
But with Taiwanese President Ronald Sung's calls for official separation from the mainland, Chinese officials are growing nervous.
When asked what form economic sanctions might take, the Chinese ambassador to the United States said, quote, "We will take all actions deemed necessary and appropriate to safeguard Chinese sovereignty." In fashion news...
Oh, fuck fashion. So, you heard that all, folks. Right now, we've got Europe, China, and Russia all gearing up for war. And right now, we're in the US, ready to start shooting at some other people. So, apparently the war has, started on US soil. Now, there are going to be a lot of decisions made right here. And no matter what you guys see, I do not want you guys to judge me.
Spokesmen say the president was warned about the attempt earlier this week by the conflict of unprecedented proportions.
You're late. I almost thought you'd stood me up. I'll forgive you, if you have a good reason.
I have several bad ones, but I'll spare myself the humiliation. I got held up.
Really? I wasn't sure I was going to see you again after Taipei.
How could I stay away?
You tell me. But since you're obviously here for business, let's hear it and get it out of the way.
I have a story for you. It might shed some light on that incident with the airliner in the Middle East.
Are you trying to use me, Mike? There you go, throwing away a valuable friendship.
I don't have many friends left, so you may be safer that way.
Playing safe's not my style, Mike.
My offer stands. Interested?
Your offer is on the record, I hope.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
No conditions?
Only that I need you to stay alive long enough to get it to the right people.
You've got my attention.
Thought I might. What the hell? Guess the old man gave me a false number.
Communications decrypted. Signal established.
Albatross. Your signal's weak. I can barely see you.
Agent Thornton, Mike, my apologies for the poor connection. It's the price one pays for privacy. I can only spare a few minutes, so tell me what you need, quickly.
I'm infiltrating the Alpha Protocol facility, and I need your help.
I see. This is sooner than I expected. If you think I know the location of the facility, I can't help you.
I can get there. What I need is whatever intel or manpower you can provide, once I'm inside.
If you can get in and transmit the location. But once you transmit the coordinates, you'll need to buy yourself some time before I can intervene. May I ask why you're infiltrating the agency? It seems counterproductive, not to mention the low chance of success.
I have to do this, and I have to find out the truth of what's going on there. I can pay you for your help, Albatross.
You don't need to pay me, Mike. An alliance with you and your continued survival has proven to be in my best interests. When I was at Braco's mercy, you chose to intervene. I've not forgotten. And you spared Sis when you had no reason to do so. Now it is my turn to help you.
You're not getting compassionate in your old age, are you?
Consider it a payment for services rendered. One doesn't kill the golden goose.
Or an albatross. Seems doing both would be unwise.
I would agree. Once you reach your destination, we shall prove it. Until then, I shall ensure the south wind is at your back.
Enjoy your flight. I'll see you soon.
Did you take care of what you had to do?
Everything's in place. How about you?
It shouldn't be much longer. This better work, Mike. If it doesn't...
Goodbye, Mina. Mind if I sit here?
Go ahead. It'll save me from having to call in the squad. All done running?
Never was.
Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I'm here to bring you in. Glad you're not making a fuss about this.
I called you, remember?
So, here we are, Agent Thornton.
Guess you can go home again.
If by home you mean prison. Mr. Westridge first spoke to you in this room, didn't he?
Interrogated, actually. It's a really dull conversation.
When he asked you why you volunteered for Alpha Protocol, do you remember what you told him?
It was my duty. I wanted to serve my country.
I want to serve my country. And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that?
Give me a mission, and I'll prove it.
Does it feel good being a patriot now, Mike? Looking back, everything you did for your country, was it worth it? Because they're not going to do a damn thing for you. They left you out to dry. That's the nature of this place. You'll have to excuse me, but I asked for this next part to be recorded for posterity. I wanted to make sure it's captured perfectly.
It was worth it. I'm gonna see this mission through, Leyland. Henry. I'm gonna see you arrested for those people you killed, and see that Halbeck answers for its crimes.
Really?
Count on it.
All right, Thornton. I think you misunderstand me. You see, I'm not here to gloat. I'm here to offer you a deal.
I'm not giving up the film footage, see?
I don't care, Mike. That's a separate appointment in my calendar. Right now, we're discussing you and Hellbeck.
What are you talking about?
If you stay here, it isn't going to turn out well for you. The best you could have hoped for was to be captured by Alpha Protocol. Then they can erase you, quietly. To me, that seems like a waste of talent.
Really?
Really? Do you know why I used you in the first place?
I'm all ears.
Because I recognize an asset when I see it. That is the reason Hellbeck is where it is today, and why our numbers are so high. It's also why Mr. Marburg chose to work for me. It's because I recognize value, and I reward loyalty.
You're offering me a job.
Mike, you already work for me. I just like to make it official. We have an excellent insurance package.
What makes you think I'd even consider that?
Because you can't go back. Those Marines you killed in Moscow. No American agent gets away with that in the end. You're not pretending to be a rogue agent anymore. You are one. They'll execute you. Me, I have a different perspective on the situation. I know what you did needed to be done to achieve results. It's a rare quality to find someone willing to think outside the box.
I still haven't heard your terms yet. And it sounds like you've made this offer before.
This was the same talk Marburg and I had a long time ago, although I didn't know his agency connection when I hired him. You're a special case. I was able to recruit right from the source. So, a few things. One, you're going to be executed at worst, or at best, spend life in a CIA prison in Eastern Europe. Two, this will be the last conversation you will have with another human being. And three, it really wasn't my fault that this whole situation happened, but I think you already recognize that.
I'm listening.
Mike, your government needed my contracts. They hired me to build this place, and worst of all, they created you.
Worst of all?
Yes, because when they create programs like this, there's no accountability. And when people never have to answer for the things they do.
People need to be protected. Sometimes it's necessary.
No, it's not. You're sitting in a cell because of it. Your life over. Because of something they did, they'll never have to answer for. I can fix that. We can fix that.
How?
Make them accountable. I don't need Alpha Protocol anymore. It's going to be shut down, sanitized. But if selected footage reached the world about its presence, well, that might be the best for all parties.
What? So you can make new hostilities, drive up sales?
My role in this is already protected. You got my missiles back. Shahid is dead, and all your operations in Taipei, Moscow, Rome, it didn't change anything. I can give you freedom, a new lease on life, even a villa of your choosing anywhere in the world. All I need is your cooperation. So, is it a deal or not? A future or no future at all?
So, I say yes. Now what happens?
Any moment, soldiers are going to come through that door and take you back to the medical bay you started this whole business in. Me, they could care less about, as long as I'm still around to negotiate with senators and forget I ever saw anything here.
So all I need to do is escape. And then... what?
You have friends as well as enemies. One will contact you soon enough, I imagine. You're resourceful that way. You won't have much time until they sanitize this facility and destroy all the existing records. You'll need to get that data, and I doubt the staff will allow you to reach it.
So you want me to expose this place?
Yes, I have a vested interest in seeing this program be dragged out into the light.
All right.
There is one other thing. Miss Tang, Mina, the one who helped you, I'm afraid she'll have to be killed.
Why?
If you need a reason, speak to her. You'll understand why after the conversation.
I doubt it.
We'll see. Are you ready, Mike? The grand finale's about to begin. Once the soldiers come through that door, it's going to be you against the world.
You know, I don't like you much.
This, Mike, is business, and I really don't care. For the record, I think you're a pain in the ass. but I prefer to see results, not let emotions bleed into it.
Let's get this started then.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Don't. I'll make it quick.
Agent Thorton, allowing yourself to be captured, making us go through the effort of bringing you here. Well done.
It was the only way to find this place quickly, and I knew you were looking for me. It seemed time to kill two birds with one stone, pardon the metaphor.
Indeed. Well, as I said, well done. Well, I confess I'm disappointed things ended like this. I was hoping to convince you to work for us. If not Halbeck, then the VCI. But that would depend on you.
Not a chance.
I don't expect I'll see you again, Agent Thornton. Your mission ends here.
Doc will be along in just a bit to administer your meds. Nice knowing you, Thornton.
Detonation sequence initiated. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Detonation sequence initiated. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. Detonation sequence initiated. This is not.
What the hell is going on in there?
Once you're armed, get to the Global Monitoring Center and hack into the system. I'll do what I can to assist you.
What the hell is going on with the electronics in here? You're not getting far. I'll be watching you.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Damn, which one?
Last chance, guys. Back up your files.
Agent? Or is it just Mike Thornton now, with the rank stripped away? Never understood why we had titles anyway. Meaningless. I don't understand why you wanted to speak to me. If you think I can help you, you're wrong.
We'll see. I think you'll want to hear what I have to say. Parker, the plan you arranged with Halbeck, it's not gonna work.
Really? Doubtful. I thought there was a chance you might return. You are resourceful, even for a rogue agent.
Well, I have you all to thank for being rogue, don't I? I thought it would just be a cover, but you made it real.
If you blame me for this, then you're in error. Miss Tang is to blame.
You're saying Mina gave me up? And she ordered the missile strike?
The first was done by her, yes. The second was the result of orders we received. She was not responsible for that. I would have preferred you return here, where you could be monitored. As you can see, letting you run around is dangerous. And, well, despite your flaws, you are a valuable resource.
Somehow I'm not surprised. Never got the sense she liked me much.
What do you want? There's little I can do for you, so make it quick.
You're betraying your own country, Parker. Whatever you think you're doing, it's wrong.
No, my country has authorized this, Mike. Although no one will ever know. If you think to appeal to my patriotism by defining it as betrayal, Halbeck's interests had to be protected because it's our national interests.
So that makes Leyland in charge now? Of an entire branch of a U.S. agency?
No. We were ordered to assist him in recovering his missiles, in assassinating Shahid, and then killing you. He was given access to the facility and our resources.
But why?
Why did we cooperate? There's no reason to ask why.
You can't tell me that you didn't suspect something was wrong.
Nothing was wrong, Thorton. As I said, Halbeck had proper authorization. They asked permission, and they got it.
And Westridge didn't object?
No, because like me, he follows orders. We were asked to get an agent to do Leyland's job and to contract me for my services.
Services? What services?
I was asked to isolate events in the world and create triggers. While many of these triggers would benefit Halbeck, a great deal would benefit the United States. China grows more powerful by the day. They are Halbeck customers as well. And if they are reliant on Halbeck technology, they are reliant on us. Even better, if they can be lured into action in Taiwan, well, then it buys us time to build strength.
And Moscow? Rome?
Rome was a reminder to the rest of Europe. Moscow, a necessary distribution center.
And the people on the airliner in the Middle East?
Those deaths, they are nothing compared to the death toll that would follow if these steps were not taken.
You're responsible for everything that happened. You gave them the plan for all of this. Sung, the museum in Rome, that airliner?
I wouldn't expect you to understand, Thornton. But yes, the government asked me to design scenarios to promote America's position in the world, and to strengthen Halbeck as well. It was the most interesting assignment I've had in years. To use my analytical skills for something besides system maintenance or compiling budget reports. For a project of my own. So yes, I accepted the assignment. And I did what I do best. Analyzed.
Check yourself into the psycho ward. You've lost it, Parker.
We'll let probability take its course. Then we'll see who's lost. This conversation is over, Agent.
Damn it. Parker.
Let's move it.
Telling me. I think they're washing the place clean.
That means they're doing the same with the data as well. You'll need to get to the surface quickly. now, or you'll lose what little help you have. You're not getting far. I'll be watching you. Check it. Detonation charges. Only a few minutes. If the timer hits 0...
I know.
I'll see if I can take control of these security turrets. Got it. If you can hurt them into view, the auto turret should help take them out.
I'd like to copy or read-only files. No, don't overwrite duplicates.
Having trouble?
to the wreckage. Some G-22 may have survived. If not, there may be supplies.
Hey, Mikey. Good to see you. Glad you made it out here to our live fire range. No more practice runs for you. This is the real deal. Keep him busy. I'll be back in a second.
The only way out is fear. Come on now. You wish Mina could see me kick your ass, Mikey. Got some.
2,000 years later.
Sean Darcy?
Yeah. Do you know him?
His father. Yes. This may have repercussions.
Hurry if you can. Mr. Westridge is already making his preparations to leave.
Have you reached the crash site?
No, there's a helicopter.
EMPs and incendiaries, as well as your usual arsenal, should do the trick. location. Satellites picked up a boat headed toward the island. Must be Westridge's ride. He was in charge here. We'll move to intercept. I suggest you do the same.
Right below you is the facility dry dock. It seems our Mr. Westridge is flooding the tunnels and planning to escape by boat.
Well, we can't have that, can we? At least not without saying goodbye.
Deal with him, and then we're going to take the boat ourselves.
Sounds like a plan. I'm on it.
Nice job, Mike, but I can't let you leave with that data. Give up now, and we'll go easy on you.
Fuck off, Westridge. Just make sure you don't run away before we get to chat.
Take him out.
Transport detected earlier. It's within range of the docks, and the bays are filling fast. You need to stop Westridge before he escapes.
On it.
It shouldn't be long until we can launch the boat. Be a coward and hide.
Now that I've got your attention...
If you're gonna kill me, then do it.
That's for betraying my country. Now to catch my ride out of here. I don't want to miss the breaking news.
Agent Thorton, I see you have the evidence.
Took some doing, but here you go. Keep it safe. Or not, depending on how you want to use it.
I'm still debating that part. I think it'll depend on what happens in the next few hours. If there's nothing else, shall we?
I'll be glad to leave this place, trust me.
No regrets then?
We're in this together, Layla. And if the government needs your contracts as much as you say, well, I technically still have a government job, don't I?
Of course.
So, what happens now?
Everything. I think you understand how the world works now, and how to make it work for you.
Okay, this has been the longest video I have ever made to date.
Set of tasks
and I know you find my questions, my decisions a little questionable. I just want you to know I chose to join Halbech because in order to destroy it, I have to first get into it. But in any case, this game was fun. It was a lot better than I expected. I mean, pretty much I've seen a lot of games lately. They're all like that. I want to thank you all for participating and seeing it with me right here. And get ready, because I will soon finish Mass Effect 3. And I will give a couple of you guys some shoutouts. See you guys!